Hi everyone. I thought, welcome to another table talk. I thought it was about time that I got around to doing a bit more in-depth review on this very inexpensive King Kong L/LDARC 6040 or 6x4 prop. So I'll just call it the King Kong prop from now on. I've been flying this with this prop on a few different motors for the last several months. Very inexpensive prop. When I bought them, I think there was 20 in the box. You get 10 clockwise, 10 counterclockwise for around $5. So it worked out to, and all these prices are in US dollars, so it worked out to about 25 cents a prop, so not bad at all. They actually balance up really well. I was quite surprised. I've used about 4 or 5 of them, and just a little bit of a little bit of balancing, and they're just fine. They don't come with any prop rings or anything like that. They fit fairly snug, right down on just about any quad motor shaft, and also they would fit on the collet of a a standard 2212 2200 style motor. I run it on 3 and 4S on these 3 motors. This is the sort of the budget 2406 2600 kV motor that I've done a review video on. I'll post a link to that down below. This is a really good deal, I think, all around. So it was very versatile, to be able to just either run it on 3S or 4S. And I was actually running that with the Turnigy AE 45 amp speed controller, which unfortunately is no longer available from Hobby King. And I did do some bench testing with it, so I'll have a link to my motor test spreadsheet down below. I've also been running it quite a bit lately with the Sunny Sky Edge R2305 2800 kV on both 3 and 4S in my F22 version 5. For that, I'm using the Hobby Wing Platinum Pro speed controller just so it can handle the extra amp draw. But works really, really well. I primarily because I can't fit a larger EMP 6x3 EMP prop in there. It's just a bit too tight of a fit. And I've also run it and tested it on the GEP-RC 2306 2750, which is probably my favorite of all the quad racing motors. I apologize, I don't have any real bench numbers on this this motor, but it's it's run fine at the field. So essentially, how does it compare? Well, it is it is a bit more flexible, say, than the 6x3 EMP and the 6x4 APC gas. 6x4 APC gas is probably the stiffest of all of them. For most of the quad racing motors, this is my favorite on 3S, and I run the 6x3 on 4S primarily to help keep the amp draw down. So I would say that probably on both 3S and 4S on the same motor, that this prop, let's say on the higher kV motors anyway, this prop is about 10 to 15% less, produces 10 to 15% less speed at the field. The bench numbers don't always tell the exact story, but considering this prop cost me well over 10 times, this is over $2.50, and then with the shipping ends up being more than that. So this is well over 10 times more expensive than this prop. So I guess you have to figure, as 10%, 15% loss in performance, worth saving your money. And again, probably on these higher kV motors on 4S, I would say that probably, again, you're looking at maybe about a 10% 10 to 15% drop off in speed. I'm not 100% sure why that is. Maybe because the blade is a bit more flexible. Maybe it's flattening out or something when it gets to really, really super high RPM. On the lower or sort of more mid kV motor, this 2600 kV motor, not as bad. It's actually quite comparable to the 6x4 APC gas on 3S and 4S. I've run this prop on this motor on 3S as well. So yeah, so very, you know, if you're looking, I actually discovered this watching Engineer X's YouTube channel. I'll have a link down to his channel down below as well. Lots of great motor testing there. As well, he does, you know, he'll actually, when he gets a new motor, he'll open it up and let you look inside, and you know, you can see sort of the magnets and all that sort of stuff. So he's got a very informative channel. So yeah, if you're on you know, if you're on a budget and you're out at the field and you don't want to be changing props all the time, if you're, you know, going back and forth between 3 and 4S, obviously know what speed controller you need to match with the motor to make sure you don't burn anything out. But very versatile prop. Plus, if you are, you know, if you're looking at twin setups, you've got props, you know, that spin in both directions, so that's helpful. And you know, touch wood, I actually haven't broken one or nicked one or anything yet. So they're, you know, so far their durability has held up really well. And if it's important to you, if you need a color match to your planes, they come in several different colors as well. I happened to get orange because I think it was all they had in stock at the time. But yeah, so there we go. Good budget performer for its price. The King Kong 6040 prop. Have a link to it down below, as well as some of the other links that I mentioned. Please, I encourage you to check those out. So thanks very much for watching. Blue skies, calm winds to everyone. Park jet noise, the other sound of freedom, baby. Take care.